Hello, everybody. It's my great pleasure to have the privilege to thank you all very much for taking the time to join us in our 15th birthday celebration. I wish to thank Linda de Beer, our PIOB chair since March this year. I also wish to thank Eddie Weimersk, her predecessor for 9 years. Thank you, Eddie, for your integrity, your dedication and your commitment to the public interest, and for bringing the PIOB to where it is today. I also wish to thank Inky for his kind words on behalf of IFAC, and Kevin Dancy for IFAC's support and important question to the panel. My memory and my appreciation also go to Donna Bolovanes, the first PIOB Secretary General. My words of appreciation also go to the panel moderator, Jane Diplock, who is the only PIOB board member, with the exception of the chair, to have served 3 consecutive Mondays, for her permanent encouragement and dedication to the public interest. I should also wish to thank the panelists for their contributions on the future of standard setting and the public interest. Stavros Tomadakis, founding chairman of the PIOB, and the person who brought me here. Tom Seidenstein, and Saga Teosha and Ana Maria Martinez Pina, who was unable to participate in the panel with us here today, but was kind enough to share a message with all of us. I should also wish to thank Sir Brian Nicholson very much for representing PIOB board alumni so effectively and with his usual flair and generosity of spirit. I want to thank you all very much for marking this occasion with us and for the lively interaction and debate. Putting together this event online has been quite a challenge, as it was a first for the PIOB. Thank you, Rocío, for organizing this so splendidly. The outcome of these efforts is not only the chance to get together, but also our present to you of the introductory video and of a new website with much improved visibility. The PIOB has come a long way since 2005. I would like to think that its evolution has been up to the high expectations set in the 2003 IFAC reform agreements. The PIOB is the result of a collective effort that would not have been possible without the permanent support of each and every global public interest organization that comes together within the monitoring group, without the permanent support of IFAC, of the different board members that have contributed to the PIOB, and without the dedication and commitment of its staff in the Secretariat. Claudia, Heather, Nerea, Rocío and Renzo, as well as Susana, who left the PIOB after 10 years of service last year. Over time, the PIOB has developed its own oversight processes and has become an essential piece in the international standard setting architecture, providing public interest oversight and contributing confidence to the process. Confidence is the magic word. For an oversight body to generate confidence, it has to be independent, it has to be credible, and it has to be determined to uphold the public interest. This is what we try to do every day, together with the standard setting boards, and in this process, make them stronger and generate confidence in audit and ethics standards. Our experience tells us that indeed the public interest finally materializes in the text of a standard, but also that public interest oversight is a process of discussion and dialogue with the standard setting boards and other stakeholders, often a process of persuasion. The PIOB has also developed very positive relationships with many stakeholders, many of which are with us here today. We have learned a lot from them all, and I would like and I would hope to think we have also influenced the thinking and focus on the public interest. Having said all this, we are now 15 years old at the PIOB, young and nippy, but also mature and experienced, and so ready to start a new life with renewed energy and commitment. And I stress these words, energy and commitment, especially in the current uncertain and very difficult times. The PIOB will be strongly impacted by the recommendations issued by the monitoring group regarding standard setting. I wish to congratulate the monitoring group and monitoring group members for reaching agreement over these recommendations, which are clearly focused on the public interest. PIOB governance and oversight processes will be impacted when the standard setting boards are independent from IFAC, when the standard setting boards and the PIOB share a common public interest framework, and when oversight processes become more transparent than they are today. The responsibility on nominations to standard setting board membership will also impact the nature of the PIOB very significantly. So, we look at this immediate future with great confidence and optimism, because we know that the PIOB counts on the support of all of you, of the MG members, of the standard setting boards and of IFAC, and that we all share and continue to share the common endeavour to work together in the public interest. So thank you all very much for your company today.
Thank you so much for that, Gonzalo. And the 2 more minutes, the very last minute today, goes to that video, because I believe I gate crashed a little bit on the video and you couldn't finish seeing it. So please spend your last minute looking at the video. Before we switch to that and wrap up, I just need to say thank you so much for all of you. How wonderful was it to see Sir Brian Nicholson again? He does not age. I saw him 10 years ago and he probably wouldn't recognize me because I have. And let me just see that we spoke so much about independence. Use this opportunity, Sir Brian, to teach them what you taught me about independence, and or what independence is not. And maybe on a lighter note, we can remember that going forward, because he spoke about independence in the light of not letting the turkeys vote for Christmas. So we will bear that in mind. It was wonderful to see you all. And I have to just say a very last word of thank you to Gonzalo and his team. He named them. We often see on the technical side for Claudio and Araya, but there's also Renzo, who's our finance guy. There's Heather, who's the glue that makes sure everything happens. And then, of course, Rocio, for this really wonderful event. She worked very, very hard right through the summer holidays. I thank you, and I invite you to have maybe firstly a virtual round of applause for you and for my the PIOB staff and Gonzalo. And please have a look at the video and at our new website. Thank you.